Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us. For this special video showcase, we're going to once again be returning to the Marvel UK Transformers comic. What we'll do within the first 2 minutes, we'll just go cover to cover, give it a quick review and stop at anything that's interesting, like adverts. And then what I'll do is I'll come back to the beginning, and then if you want to, you might have to use your pause button, but I'll go slowly enough over all the text to give you guys the opportunity to read these comics. Now currently we are on issue number 34, which came out on the 9th of November 1985. It's a weekly comic now. It was 30p, and if you remember what I said the last couple of weeks, he's starting to transform. But the story that we're on to Circuit Breaker, and this was of course from the US comics, so we've integrated this into the UK stuff. And for those of you who know, or have you been watching this for quite a bit, there's two differences, one either way, between the comics. And the first one is for the US, that there's so much more dialogue than what we had at the time in the UK. But the UK actual artwork was much more toy accurate, whereas the US was just slightly different. Nothing wrong with it, but you'll just notice, especially if you look at the Dinobots ones a couple of issues back, the artwork for the Dinobots was pretty much them just drawing the toys. So as I've said, I'm going to whip through this, but I'm going to come back nice and slowly in a second. There we go, that's something interesting, I suppose. You've got Frenzy there, and he's blue. Well, is he? I don't know what he is, but he's not purple or whatever. And it's quite funny because in the comic he was obviously yeah, that colour. There's Jazz, he's just turned up. And the other thing that they did as well in the UK, they split the US comics into two comics, and that's probably again because of the fact we're having weekly comics in the UK. Right, there's Zoids, that these just all of a sudden as well came out around about the mid-80s. These were quite big, obviously in America as well, but Collector 75 Graham loves them. And funnily enough, Robot Recruits, the UK toy shop online seller, has just got some new ones in as well. Right, there we go. There's a Blackpool competition. Here we go. We've got the leaders. These are great, again, pieces of artwork. Remember, these aren't photos. These are just things that people have drawn back in the day. The only gutting thing with this, I suppose, is the fact that there's no prices on it, just so we can compare to today. And of course, here we've got the prequel of what's coming next week, the Constructicons. We've got a Matt and the Cat comic strip, and then the other comic strip that they were running at the time, because it was Marvel, was Machine Man. And to be honest, I didn't really pay much attention to any of this until this episode, and that's because, as you can see right now, Machine Man is, funnily enough, now Iron Man. There we go. So I'm going to be quiet now, back to the very beginning, and let's give you guys a chance to read it. Thanks for those who just stayed for the review, and I'll just reconvene with everybody right at the very end. Take care, guys. Okay, so there we go. This concludes issue number 34. Thanks for sticking by me if you're watching this. Hope you're enjoying it. And of course, everybody, thanks for your likes, comments and subscriptions. And of course, take care. Thanks for watching. Like and comment. And don't forget to subscribe.